Let's talk about, you guys are both in a second marriage, so talk about that and how do you keep that all together?
That's a tough order. Hugh and I have been married for 5 years now, and number one, we are blessed that we both have a very strong faith, and we go to church together, and we bring our children with us, and we pray together, and we read the Bible.
We're always running around, but we generally always find time to have dinner together. Every night we have dinner, we do our prayers. And that's been really neat because as the kids have developed, where it used to be who's going to say grace tonight, and it would bounce back between my wife and I. Now the children are stepping up and do, I'll do it tonight. So that was one of our big things is communication. And if we can get the kids all at dinner every night, sitting down and communicating after practices, it's been great. And my son, he's at that age, and it's a tough age when you're going into college. Because having a faith is not always the cool thing, especially in athletics, and when you get into college, you're doing a lot more independent stuff, and I think kids have to start thinking: is going to church what I want? Is it what I need? And we just try to enforce to him that he needs to keep going to church with us, and he is making his own decisions now, but he really needs to think about those decisions.
So, Pup, in addition to talking about family and how you keep that balance, you got a busy schedule, lots of things going on, you do a lot of speaking. I want you also to share about your own baseball career because you played professional baseball.
I met the Lord when I was 19, and then I went to Vanguard, a school about the size of this room right here, and we had some success, and a couple years later I had a chance to play with the Philadelphia Phillies, and that lasted a couple years, and they fired me on my birthday, but I'm over it. I don't think about it ever. Yes, it is busy. And what we do in the different speaking engagements or traveling or the different sports we go to, we have found that calendaring is huge in our lives. As soon as the kids get their schedule, because we have 3 teenagers in high school, all their sports are going to go on there. Everything from Clovis Unified is going to go on there. Our vacation time, everything hits that because when we first got married, we just did things. And are you coming with us? And why aren't you ready? And why aren't, all that? And so a fight would break out. Imagine as a family, or at least Anastasia and I, and have a little team meeting and talk about the week. Where are you going to be today? Here's what the schedule says. This is where I'm going to be. All right, stack hands, ready, break. So we all know what's happening.
I also forgot to tell you that we've been married for 20 years. So we've, definitely, I think, both learned a lot and grown over those 20 years how to do a little bit better. And we definitely have a lot of friends that we look to that are a little older than us that have had kids and have, gone through the teenage years. So we try to, to learn from them as well.
Okay, Julie and I just met. We've talked on the phone a couple weeks ago. And I'd like for you to talk about what does the traditional Japanese family look like today, and how active and how busy is all of that?
The family in Japan is changing in the last 25 years. Looks a lot like the family here in the States, but the traditional family is very different, where the family often lived with the husband's parents, and the oldest son is responsible to care for his parents, and the wife is the one who pretty much takes care of the family and staying home and takes care of the finances and really has a pretty big burden. That's still pretty common. My husband is a pastor and loves the Lord, so we pretty much stick to the Bible, and he is home every evening at 6 and is very helpful with cleaning and doing the dishes and very involved with the kids' lives with their school or homework. My oldest son is only 2nd grade, so we don't have too many big challenges now other than me just being with them and trying to show them the right life with Christ.
Now you're married to a pastor in Japan. You have 2 little children. So how does that all work for you guys to encourage kids to become a follower of this one called Jesus?
Like I said, I'm a rookie at this. My kids are still so small, but we love the Lord, and we spend a lot of time with our kids. reading the Bible and just talking about Jesus in our daily lives. But I think, like you mentioned, that walking with Christ, letting your kids see that, that we love the Lord and leading by example is really important. Because my husband is a pastor, they are really involved. This church is just 25, 30 people. And my son is doing the PowerPoint. He's just 8 years old. He's been doing it for 2 years. And the other kids are kind of running amok, but we've kind of trained them well since they were little to sit with us and to endure it. But they love it, and that's our lives, and we just let them know, look, nothing is more important than your walk with Jesus. And we just want them to follow the Lord, and we're doing our best to lead as many people with us to go to heaven with us. But it's very challenging in Japan because less than 1% are Christian, and it's tough to get the kids to come. Like I said, Sundays, a lot of the older kids go to school for sports and other things, or to be with their dad the only day of the week. So, but it's great. So.
Thanks, Ken.